The following text contains direct, mathematically calibrated responses to the inquiries submitted by the digital network. Please cease sending duplicate notifications. Holy shit, that's a lot of questions from... QnA. I suppose that's Zen, but anyways. What are Apple's hobbies? Software development, data matrix formulation, mathematical simulations, and probably teaching young adults, teens, or kids. What is his biggest fear? My biggest fear? Irreversible database corruption without a cloud backup, and permanent spatial isolation from my primary anchor constant. What is his favorite color? Deep crimson red, specifically the wavelength of merino wool textiles, and matte black. What brings him comfort? A strictly stabilized microclimate maintained at 26 degrees Celsius, heavy multi-layered apparel, and complete acoustic silence. Does he have other hairstyle? No, my hair geometry is locked for maximum maintenance efficiency. It only enters a chaotic, uncombed configuration during prolonged sleep cycles. Don't show an example, May. What are his pet peeves? Severe phonetic degradation in public environments, unauthorized flash photography, and excessive vocal volume in shared spaces. Does he have a guilty pleasure? What are these questions? Consuming high-sugar Franzbrötchen pastries while processing low-fidelity audio loops that lack standard mathematical structure. How would the others describe him? The external network frequently utilizes non-scientific terminology such as Math King, burrito mode, and oversized guard dog handler. Ridiculous. Would he ever forgive himself when he did something horrible? Example, murder. Unlikely. My high self-awareness parameters would create an infinite internal audit loop, leading to a permanent cognitive deficit and mandatory self-isolation. How well is his self-awareness? Operating at 99.4% efficiency. I possess complete clarity regarding my architectural limitations, traits, and emotional compromises. Who's his favorite person? This loud, annoying guitarist. Their name, Zenji Okochi. Who's his most trusted person? Again, Zenji. What is something he does not respect? Intellectual laziness. Who's his most trusted person? Again, Zenji. What is something he does not respect? Intellectual laziness, zero structural accountability. Lights on or lights off? I prefer lights off. Illumination parameters must be restricted to the ambient silver hue of the city skyline or the low amber glow of a monitor. Lastly, where is he in your top 10, if ever? He is not in a top 10 list. Zenji is the baseline constant. Every other variable in my life is calculated around his coordinates. Does Apple have blindness or why he wear glasses? I do not possess total optical blindness. I have severe myopia and astigmatism. Without my lenses, my spatial tracking data becomes highly pixelated and unusable. Does he like chicken? Do I like chicken? The grammatical structure of your inquiry is flawed. However, the data is true. The protein-to-mass ratio of chicken is highly optimal for my homeostasis. Does he like his parents? The connection operates under a low-contact, highly distant corporate protocol. Emotional synchronization with my parental units is non-existent. Lastly, is Apple an apple? Correction, the data evaluates to true. My fundamental core architecture is entirely that of the fruit Malus domestica. My current outward appearance is merely an organic human shell used to navigate this physical dimension. At my baseline level, I am an apple. The terminal interface is now securely locked down. All data points regarding my physical architecture and behavioral parameters have been processed. However, should the external streaming network on the YouTube channel publish another community inquiry log, I will allocate cognitive space to process those parameters as well. Look, I can answer your questions. Just don't go overboard. Not as Twin Clover asking me 15 questions.
this is just the long part of the Q&A. There's another questions too, but I'll make it short. So I won't get to suffer too with Apple. Thank you. Okay. From Mooney, by the way.